Hello guys, it's Lisa from TwoCreateAWebsite.com here for chapter 4 or part 4 of the CSS tutorial. And in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a table or box using CSS. And the great thing about using CSS for your tables and your boxes is that you don't have to worry about the TDs and the TRs and all the code that goes along with the table. You can create a very simple class and then use that class throughout multiple sections on your site. So that's what we're going to do. So we're opening up here the style.css file, and just scroll all the way down to the bottom of your style sheet. It doesn't really matter where you put it. Just make sure you don't put it within another attribute. Make sure you have you've closed out your last attribute basically. So because this is a style, we're going to start it off with a period, and we're going to call it, let's just call it box. Keep it real simple. And the first thing we want to do, open the bracket here, and we want to give our box some margins, or just a top margin. This is the area above the box, so we don't want it to bump up right against whatever is above it if it's not at the top of the page. So we're going to say, let's just do 10 pixel margin there. And we also want to give it some padding. That's the spacing around the perimeter of the box, right on the inside, so your text is not bumped up against the inside of the box. So let's start off with a 5 pixel padding on the top. Let's just do 5 all the way around and keep it simple. So the right will do 5, the bottom will do 5, and the left side will do 5. And remember, when you're doing paddings or margins and you're doing all 4 numbers, the first number is always the top, then the second is the right, the third is the bottom, and the fourth is the left side. So remember, it's clockwise. So this is top margin or top padding, right side padding, bottom padding, left padding. Okay? So we want to give our box or our table a background color, or you can do an image if you want as well. Let's keep it simple. Let's just do this, which is a light gray color. We're going to give it a border, and we're going to do, let's do 2 pixel solid. And with borders you can do dashed, you can do dotted, you can do solid. Solid is probably the most common. And let's give it like a red. And the reason I know some of these colors is because I use them on my site. Again, check out my website if you want to see some hex color charts. And we want to give the box a width. So let's make it 350 pixels. And we want to give our text some color. So we have color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's black. Okay, and then we're going to end our style. So that is the style for the box that we're going to use. So how do you put that into your page? You simply open up your index.html page, and you go to the area where we're going to put this in the body. So go to your page and look for the div ID equals body. And I've already put it in here for the sake of time. I put a break. And as you can see, this is the code for the box. So you just say div class, remember, because it starts with a period, so you use class on your index page. So you do div class equals box, because that's what we named it, and then this is the text that goes inside the box, and then you close the div. And the second div is closing out the body, so that's why there are 2 here. So this area here is the code for the box. Okay? So you save it. Make sure you saved your style sheet too. And then you're going to go here, and you've got a box. It's 350 pixels wide, so again, you can always change that. If you don't like the spacing, and see this little spacing around the text, that's what that padding gave us. And the area between the text up here and the start of the box, that was that top margin that I gave it. And this gray, that was the DDD color. That's the gray color that I was talking about. So now you've got a simple table using CSS. So anytime you want to use this table on another page, you just copy this code. You do the div class equals box, and then inside you type whatever you want inside. Isn't that easy? You gotta love CSS. So let's talk about styling your header tag. That's one thing I didn't mention. Let's say you want to style your H2 tag. If it's an HTML tag, you don't need to put a period or a pound before the actual style. So for H2, you just type H2. Okay? and we'll start our bracket, and let's just give it a font size. Let's just say 20 pixels. Let's give it a color. Let's do this. Let's give it some padding. Now if you only do one coordinate for the padding, it'll give you the padding for all four sides, the top, right, bottom, and left. Okay, and let's give it a font family. We'll do Verdana, and we'll close it. Okay, so that's how you style your header tag. You can do the same thing for H1, H2, H3, H4, whatever you need. So let's go back to our index page, and let's put an H2 title in our box. So let's go back to our div class equals box, and right before the text we'll type H2, and we'll just do, this is the title. I'm going to close our H2. There we go. There's the H2 title right there. It's got the color that we gave it, it's got the size, it's got the font. So that's how you would style your H2 or your H3 or all of your header tags using CSS. Okay? So guys, that concludes this part of the tutorial. I'm going to stop here, and should I ever add, a part 5, part 6, I will definitely let you know. But I'm going to keep it as a 4-part series for now. If I ever think of something else I want to add, I'll definitely create more for this tutorial. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you take the chance to download the actual template that I'm providing. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be located to the right side of the video, and if you're watching this video on somebody else's website, make sure you click the video and so it takes you to YouTube, and then you'll be able to see this video on YouTube and grab the link to this template so you can download it. So I've really enjoyed this, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye-bye.